film a little bit of this. So, hello everyone, this is Arby, and he has bravely taken on this challenge of turning what my dad affectionately calls the Brenford Auto Museum, or the BAM, actually into something that's going to impact and bless the community. A live music venue. We're thinking of a little place to come up and have some snow cones or something. This is just a few examples of his attempt at preserving what would otherwise be a very cool car in the hands of someone else. He's got all these tires everywhere. In fact, Arby and I have already piled up, what would you say, about 20? Like about 20 tires that were just strewn all over the place. We, for now, just piled them up neatly. Oh, and by the way, this is the tow truck that my dad purchased several years ago with the idea of using it to move the cars around and put it in an organized fashion. But as you can see, even when he bought it, it was in no condition to move anything. You can also see that he does actually have some very cool cars, and so Arby's very brave and a visionary to think that there's potential in this. But you know, if you work hard and if you're determined, anything can be accomplished, really. And then if on top of that you have faith in God that he would make the impossible possible, then there's nothing to stop you. But here's another example of my dad's attempt to preserve a car. So apparently it has no windshield, so my dad haphazardly just threw a couple tarps and a tire down in, but as you can see, it's all open and fully exposed to the rain anyway. Just, you can see how overgrown it is over here. And Arby has already started to trim down, especially because this is just one section of the BAM. My dad actually has 180 cars, his last count, if he's correct, and constantly on the hunt for another. Some, again, are very cool. Oh, this side also has the duct tape. Oh, by the way, duct tape and silicone glue are the only two repair items in my dad's toolbox. And so, as you look around, you'll be seeing a lot of decorations that are applied by an enormous gun. Oh, there's a car back there. I don't know if you can really see that, but there's a car back there. Arby's already been working hard for a couple days straight, ever since we got this idea that we're gonna transform this beauty, or excuse me, transform this mess into beauty. Hard work and dedication, like I said, can take you very far. Let's have a can-do attitude. Oh, here's another attempt at salvaging a car with the old non-effective tarp and tire trick. And please excuse me if I sound disrespectful. I don't mean to be disrespectful towards my dad. I'm really just trying to give you an honest look at the evidence of how his brain works, because he has obsessive compulsive disorder, hoarding. There's a chair that's just thrown up. And here's a very interesting, you want to go camping? Why did Arby and I buy a camper? There's a bed on top of a car here. But as you hear, Arby just cranked up the weed eater. Oh, and just real quick, the Brenford Auto Museum, or the BAM, often is open for tours. And my dad has what he calls BAM jams, sometimes just right out here. Just throw some chairs up. He's got some very loving friends who accept him the way he is. and we're going to interview them at some point because I want you to meet all of his friends actually and hear from their perspective what it's been like. Because honestly, RV and I have been away. I moved away from Delaware in 1999. It's now 2019, so 20 years ago, pretty much exactly. I moved away from Delaware and I come back and visit, but I've removed myself from this. And so of course I didn't know there were 180. But you'll get to know my sister too, Jackie. She's lived here for many, many years and has been a great daughter, helping to take care of my dad. And he's been a great grandfather too, taking care of her son, Jimmy, who's 5. But here's Arby working hard. Tell you more later.